This is the Math Man. Today we're going to talk about integers again, but this time we're talking about multiplication and division of integers. And there's a really cool rule to this you're going to learn about here in the lesson, and it's called same signs positive, different signs negative. Before we get too far, let's go to the board.
Now that we're at the board, let's take a look at integers and multiplying and dividing them. But first, let's take a look at the terminology. An integer, as described in our previous video, is a whole number that is not a fraction. It may be positive or negative, and it does include the number 0. There are two special rules for multiplying and dividing integers. Rule number 1 means that if you have the same signs when multiplying or dividing, for example, two positive numbers or two negative numbers, the result will always be positive. For example, 4 times 7 would be 28. Also, negative 4 times negative 7, since they're both negative, would equal positive 28. The second rule is that if you have different signs, meaning one number positive and one number negative, the answer will always be negative. For example, 4 times negative 7 would be negative 28, and negative 4 times 7 would also be negative 28. Same signs. If you multiply or divide two integers that are both positive or both negative, you multiply or divide as usual. Then you keep the sign positive. For example, 5 times 6 equals 30. Negative 20 divided by 5 would be 4. Different signs. One positive, one negative. If you multiply or divide two integers that are different signs, multiply or divide as usual, then the sign will always be negative. For example, 5 times negative 6 would be negative 30. Negative 9 divided by 3 would be negative 3. And now it's question time! Today we're going to solve multiplication and division with integers. Let's get right to it. 7 divided by negative 7. Since we have two opposite signs, it's going to be a negative result. 7 divided by 7 is 1. So we make it a negative, which is negative 1. Negative 8 times negative 3. Now we're going to multiply as usual. So 8 times 3 equals 24. And since both numbers are negative, it's going to be positive 24. 8 times negative 6. Since we have two different signs, we're going to multiply as normal. 8 times 6 would be 48. And then we make the number negative, so it is negative 48. Negative 25 divided by negative 5. Divide as normal. 25 divided by 5 would be 5. And since both signs are negative, you guessed it, it's going to be positive. So our answer would be 5. Then we have 10 divided by negative 2. Since we have different signs, we're going to divide as normal. 10 divided by 2 would be 5. And since the signs are different, it's going to be negative. It would be negative 5. And finally, 7 times 7. This should be easy for you. They're both positive, so 7 times 7 is 49, and it's going to be positive. Now it's time for you to do a few on your own. I'll give you some music to work by as usual, and feel free to pause the video so you can work out the answers. Good luck!
Students, that's it. that's all there is to it. Remember, same signs positive, different signs negative. From here on, you're going to be great. Just get a little bit of practice. So if this video has been helpful to you, make sure that you like the video, make sure that you subscribe, and leave comments down below so I can know what I can do to help you with further videos, and if there's anything I can do to help you in any way. Until next time, see you later.